what is your biggest challenge as animal control director in Thomas County?
Our biggest challenge that we face on a daily basis here in Thomas County is probably the lack of education for the general public when it comes to spay and neuter and responsibility of your pets. So we have a host of ordinances that we enforce, but the main problem that we face is overpopulation and lack of care. And that may either be due to financial constraints or a lack of education on the owner's part. We would love for each owner to be better educated on the importance of spay and neuter your pets, as well as the laws and ordinances in our county and in our cities.
And Linda, tell me, why is it necessary to euthanize animals, and how does that process help the community?
Well, if you can imagine, we take in 5,000 animals a year, and the shelter only holds so many animals. If an owner does not come in to reclaim their animal, and their animal stays here, and you've brought 200 animals into the building, and then next month you have to bring 200 more animals into the building, they don't all fit. They fight, there's disease outbreaks, so we have to keep animals moving through the shelter. And unfortunately, if we don't have a rescue for them, or if nobody comes in to adopt or to reclaim their animal, we have to take the recourse of euthanizing them.
So Paige, tell me, what are some of the problems and challenges you see with the local animal population in Lowndes County?
So in addition to overpopulation, which spay and neuter can certainly help correct, we have a problem right now across our community with aggressive dogs. In addition to that, we have an issue with animal care. And then finally, there's a really big problem right now with people networking lost and found pets through social media.
Okay, and what can residents do to alleviate those problems?
As far as aggressive dogs go, they can socialize their pets. You know, we have a tethering ordinance now. Pets can no longer be chained to a stationary object. So if people will spend some time and just not abandon their dogs on that chain or tether so that they're socialized, that will certainly help with that aggression and make their pets better citizens as well. It's important that people understand that they can be facing criminal and civil penalties if their dog hurts another dog or a person. So aggressiveness is something that needs to be managed responsibly here. Also, animal care. We have issues related to embedded collars and proper shelter not being provided, people leaving their pets outside during severe weather that might not meet the threshold of cruelty as it relates to state laws, but certainly now it meets the threshold of animal care in accordance with local ordinances. When people go to court for ordinance violations, they can be fined up to $1,000 per violation and or spend 30 days in jail. That's up to the judge. However, it's a serious thing to go to magistrate court over, or to go to a municipal court over these ordinance violations. So please make sure that you're caring for your animal property properly. If you have any questions, the Animal Services staff is certainly here to help you with that. Finally, one of the things that we're seeing the majority of complaints on right now is related to people finding pets, and instead of calling the shelter to have them picked up or bringing them to the shelter themselves, they're getting on social media and rehoming these animals, or in some circumstances selling them themselves. That is a violation of state law. Our local law enforcement remains ready to take those complaints. You can face criminal and civil penalties. In Georgia, animals are classified as property. So this is property just like someone's lawnmower or their wallet or their car or their jewelry or any other belonging might be. That being the case, when you find someone's property, you need to report it to law enforcement. In this case, when you find someone's pet, you need to report it to the animal shelter. Most citizens will come to the shelter if they're looking for a lost pet, and if you're on social media trying to rehome that animal yourself, it's not going to be here at the shelter for them to find. So please be a good citizen, be mindful of the law if you find a stray pet.
16 and a half years and love every minute. I wake up the same way every day. 16 years ago, happy to come in. The animals are very rewarding, very therapeutic, very comforting. They love me unconditionally. And if you ever feel like the world is just a big weight on your shoulder, if you just walk out here and you can feel the love from the animals, each and every one. This is Honey. Honey's a mascot, older dog, very appreciative too. You couldn't touch her when she came in, but now she loves to run around and be the mascot here. This is the most rewarding and comforting and therapeutic place to be at.